It's definitely one of those days where probably a lot of you want like a hot coffee, though. It is kind of chilly outside. Temperatures in the low 50s, lots of clouds, and some light to moderate rain around as the storm system continues to just kind of pull off to the north and east. But there is just a ton of wraparound rain still with it, kind of lingering right over central Oklahoma. Some of the heaviest rain just to the west and to the southwest, especially around Binger, Fort Cobb Lake, and Carnegie, Apache. But here in Oklahoma County, we still have lots of showers, and we're still expecting, as this storm system kind of pulls away, that we're expecting more rain later this afternoon and into the evening. And even north central Oklahoma, some light to moderate rain around Garfield County over towards Red Rock and Marlin, up towards Ponca City and into Osage County as well. So we've already picked up quite a bit of rain. We needed it, but I think a lot of us are pretty much done with it at this point. Lots of puddles, a little bit of flooding, 3.53 in Oklahoma City at the airport at least, but in El Reno, 5.07 at the Mesonet site. So many of you sent in so many pictures of showing us that you've had well over 5 inches at this point. 4.86 officially at Guthrie, almost 5 inches there in Stillwater. I'm sure many of you have had your rain gauges full up to about 5 inches. This one is sent in from Geary, so Kyle sent this one in almost a little over 4.5. So for the month of May in Oklahoma City so far, we've already picked up 7 inches of rain, and typically for the entire month we see 5.31, so we're almost 3 inches above normal for this time of the month. The Star Norman Regional Camera put over Pike Pass Skycam network, cloudy, some light rain. It is certainly on the cool side, 55 degrees with a west wind coming in at 9 miles an hour. Temperatures in the low 50s across the north and west. We still have some upper 60s and low 70s down there in McCurtain County, but most of us kind of stuck under those mid and upper 50s with a northwest wind today between about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Gusts a lot higher than that, though, in the far western part of the state. Wanted to show you a view from space. You can kind of see where that upper low is kind of holding on right in the middle of the state with all the wraparound cloud cover as it continues to spin off to the east and northeast ever so slowly. Kind of a wider view here. This is a big time storm system. It is huge on satellite, just show you where all the cloud cover and all the rain is. So we've got a ton of rain all across the Midwest and moving off to the east. Still some severe storms across parts of Mississippi over towards even Atlanta. So the rain's going to linger throughout the afternoon. It's generally going to be pretty light, but that's actually going to linger all the way in through later this evening and into tonight. We will get some breaks in the rain later tonight. In fact, tomorrow morning, we could still see some very light rain or drizzle even around central Oklahoma, but most of the heavier rain is actually going to be in the north and east. The good news is, as we get into late tomorrow afternoon, eventually we're going to start to break away that cloud cover. Lots of sunshine out to the west pretty early on, but it's just going to take a little bit longer, probably after about 3-4 o'clock or so, before we start to see a little bit more sun here in the metro. So for today, looking for a high of about 57 degrees. So temperatures pretty much holding steady, a breezy northwest wind. Here's the thing, if we only get to 57 degrees, the record cold high for today is 59 that was originally set back in 1995. It looks like we may be breaking that record this afternoon. So we're going to keep the chance of showers in the forecast for today for central, northern, and northwestern Oklahoma. Eventually that low is just going to kind of meander to the north and east, so pushing all the rain to the north and west. And then overnight and into tomorrow morning, still keeping a chance of light rain or drizzle in the forecast for central Oklahoma, but higher chances will eventually shift to the north and into the northeast. Temperatures tonight dropping down into the upper 40s and low 50s. The wind's still going to be generally out of the west and northwest between about 10 to 20 miles an hour. And then tomorrow afternoon, eventually as we work in a little bit more sun, temperatures should climb into the upper 60s in Oklahoma City. The wind still being out of the northwest, so it's still going to feel pretty cool. But in southwest Oklahoma, temperatures back to around 80 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon, there still could be a slight chance of some light rain in the northeast, but by Friday is going to be fantastic. We're finally expecting widespread sunshine. The wind's going to be fairly light in central and eastern Oklahoma. Highs climbing into the low 80s, but low to mid 80s out to the west with a little bit more wind out of the south as well. And the rest of Memorial Day weekend is looking fantastic. It's looking a lot warmer. Temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s. No rain for the forecast. So if you are headed out to the lake, it's a good time to do that, but keep in mind those lake levels, they're going to be rising over the next couple of days.